Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As I'm sure you've noticed, I've been putting a lot of effort into improving the quality of my videos. And today I'm excited to share with you some new gear that I've invested in to take my content to the next level. In this video, I'll be unboxing and sharing my thoughts on some essential items that I picked up, including the Sony A7 Alpha 4 camera, a high-capacity memory card, an extra battery, a dual charging device, and a wide-angle 24mm lens. So, whether you're a fellow creator looking to upgrade your setup or simply interested in seeing what gear I'm using, stick around to see what I've got in store. And make history.
With my new Sony 7
With my new
Alpha
Sony
4,
7 Alpha 4, you feel me? I hope you like this short song I have written for this video. As I am not so good in singing, I have decided on the rap. While we are watching the unboxing video, I would like to share a few of my first impressions. Before this purchase, I was using the Nikon D800, also a great DSLR advanced camera with 36 megapixels. Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV won me over by many strong features it has. It has almost the same amount of pixels as the Nikon D800, 33 megapixels. It has a full-frame sensor, but the camera is mirrorless. It was introduced in October 2021. As you see, D800 is 9 years older than Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV. Despite some fundamental differences of these two body types, mirrorless cameras are becoming serious alternatives to DSLR cameras thanks to their size/weight advantages and recent improvements in their focus speeds. Size and weight is a big decision factor for me to find the ideal camera. Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV is smaller and weighs 659 grams including batteries. Additionally, Sony has weather sealings in its body, making it resistant to water and dust. Sony has a 33.0 MP full frame, 35.8 by 23.8 mm size BSI CMOS sensor, and features Biolance XR processor. Sony's sensor has been tested by Dexomar. DxO Mark scores camera sensors for color depth, DxO Portrait, Dynamic Range, DxO Landscape, and Low Light Sensitivity, DxO Sports, and also gives them an overall score. Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV has scored 97 points. Another important factor is the availability of image stabilization. Sony has a big advantage in this regard because it has a sensor-based image stabilization, IS, which means that all the lenses mounted to this body will be stabilized. Sony's built-in image stabilization system is effective to compensate vibration up to 5.5 stops according to SEPA standards. The fully articulating display is one of the biggest improvements on the Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV. It can rotate 180 degrees to face you for easier vlogging or selfie taking. For really tight shots that are low to the ground, you can pop out the screen around 45 degrees instead of having to bend around awkwardly to see what your shot looks like. The OLED viewfinder is equally as fantastic. It's so large and bright that it feels like what you see is pretty much the shot you're going to get when you click the shutter. Sony's Alpha cameras are unmatched when it comes to auto-focusing capabilities. It is very quick and responsive. Sony included a next-gen Bion's XR image processing engine that can calculate focus several times a second, allowing the Alpha 7 Mark IV to quickly identify a subject's face or eyes and have the autofocus latch onto it. Sony can make up to 10 frames per second with a perfect focus throughout the entire burst. Since the Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV is a hybrid camera, it can handle video just as well. The sensor offers just as crisp video quality and supports 4K resolution with 10-bit 4x2x2 in all recording formats. It supports S-Cinetone and S-Log3 and full-frame recording at up to 30 frames per second and can go to 60 frames per second in a Super 35mm crop mode. If you're working at 1080p, you can push to 120 frames per second and maintain a full-frame view. The Sony doesn't put a limit on clip length, so you can keep recording until your memory card fills. In the box without an external battery charger. So out of the box we have the only option to charge the NP-FZ100 battery via USB in-camera connection. The official battery charger for the NP-FZ100 battery is the Sony BCQZ1. With this charger you can charge an official NP-FZ100 battery in around 2 hours. It's the best battery around for full-frame mirrorless cameras in terms of longevity. The Alpha 7 Mark IV gets about 580 shots with the LCD or 520 with the EV if under SEPA-tested conditions. As I have two Sony batteries, I have decided to buy a twin battery charger, which also offers swappable plates to accommodate batteries from different camera systems. So I can charge the batteries from my Sony camera as well as my Nikon camera. The Hahnel ProCube 2 is a twin battery charger. As its name implies, the ProCube 2 is a small cube. It's a solid unit finished in orange anodized aluminum. The internal battery contacts themselves are via spring-loaded pins and connecting pads, so there is no need for fiddly cables. The plate ejection procedure is a little awkward, as you need to use a supplied tool or other small-tip device to release the locking mechanism. Some care is also required when changing a plate, as there is only one correct orientation. The front-mounted LCD shows you the current charge status via a simple 5-segment capacity gauge of each battery. It also shows percentage readout for each and how much energy it has added since the start of the charge in milliamp hours, though it can't show the actual capacity of the batteries unless you are charging from 0%. It seems like you do get charge level because the symbol is on the screen, but in reality, it just shows the battery is full all the time. Entirely. for wider lenses in photography, possibly due to their increased affordability, evolving visual tastes, and advancements in lens design and manufacturing leading to higher quality. The Sigma Art series, known for its high quality, now offers the classic 24mm focal length with a fast f/1.4 aperture for Sony FE and L-mount camera users. I am going to test how well the new lens performs with the 33MP full-frame Sony Alpha A7 Mark IV camera. The lens is impressive in terms of its construction and weight, the Sony FE mount version weighing 510 grams. Its dimensions are also compact, measuring just 95.5mm in length and 75.7mm in diameter. It comes with a petal lens hood that attaches securely and has a locking catch to prevent it from becoming loose. The hood mount also has a 72mm filter thread, and a gelatin filter holder is available at the rear mount, which can be cut to size using a template. The manual focus ring is electronic and operates smoothly, with a firm feel that prevents accidental nudging. The NFL lock disables the manual focus ring to prevent unintentional adjustments. The manual focusing ring is compatible with Sony's focusing options, including DMF. The lens can focus as close as 25 centimeters, or 0.82 feet, with a maximum magnification of 1 to 7.1. The AF is driven by a stepping motor, which is fast and virtually silent, making it suitable for videographers. When I tried the lens, some focus breathing was visible. The lens shows a slightly wider angle of view when you focus at close distances than at farther ones. Photographers need not worry about this effect, but it is a concern for video clips in which focus shifts from one subject to another. Viewers tend to notice the change in angle. A handful of Sony cameras offer an in-camera option to compensate for breathing. Luckily, my new Sony Alpha A7 Mark IV can compensate for this effect. With a classic 24mm focal length and a bright f/1.4 aperture, this lens produces high-quality images that are perfect for a wide range of photography styles, including portraits, landscapes, architecture, and reportage. Overall, the Sigma 24mm f1.4 DGDN art lens is an impressive and versatile lens that delivers excellent We appreciate each and every one of you and are grateful for your continued support. We love creating content that brings joy, laughter, interesting and useful information to you everywhere, and we hope that our videos have brightened your day. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel for more fun and educational content. And if you enjoyed our videos, we would be so grateful if you could recommend us to your friends.